Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers. Welcome newcomers. I hope you like what you see, and if so, be part of this journey with us. We are one growing YouTube family. Thank you so much. If you also like the video, please give a thumbs up. It helps to circulate the video worldwide and people get to recognize our video. Our group, our family, thank you so much. I also would like to mention to you that I do have a crochet private group on Facebook. If you do have a profile, then you're more than welcome to join. You have to have a profile because there's a lot of scammers going around into the crochet groups, and I'm removing myself from them and keeping just one or two that I'm comfortable with. Besides that, I'm taking myself off the other ones. There's too much scamming going on. Be careful with the links that says bit on it. Those are fraud scammers that go through your phone if you're using your phone or your computer. You have to be extremely careful. I also have a crochet page. You can follow me through there. It's the same name, Crochet Art Tutorials by Maggie Lopez. And I also like to mention up top, there's 3 little buttons. You can slow down the video to the speed you would like. Right next to it, there's the closed caption. Everything I will say will be written down here. You can pause the video, take notes, and, it makes it much easier on everybody. If you have a tight stitch, use a hook bigger, one size bigger. If your stitch is too loose, use a hook one size smaller. It helps to create these beautiful patterns. I hope I'm not forgetting anything. Also, I have the PayPal account below in my description box for donations for the women in need of yarn and thread. They're desperately in need. I would appreciate if you guys can help me to get these threads and yarns to these women by donating whatever you feel like. It doesn't have to be millions. Anything counts. Below my video also there's a $, I think with a little bag or something. That's out of YouTube. These are for the people to help the designers, creators with donations. If anybody is pretending to give me anything, to donate anything for myself by clicking underneath my video where the $sign is, I intend to take whatever donations I get for myself and put it towards the women in need. This is my intention to do. I am committed to help these women out, so please help me to help them. Thank you so much. I think I pretty much covered everything. I hope I didn't forget anything. Okay, so let's get started, everyone. Okay, everyone, so we're going to get started today on this beautiful doily. I've been requested many times now to create different doilies. I guess there's a lot of people getting ready for Christmas. Wow. I find it to be quite too soon, but some people, they love to get ahead of their game and get things ready by October, November, so they don't have to get stressed out preparations for Christmas and so on. So they're asking for doilies because some wants to place it on their tables and some wants to give it as gifts. So you can do this as sets, placemats, coffee kochers, tea kochers, and you could also make the table runner. Doily, which is the bigger pattern. Now, the only thing you have to do is increase here. Now, in order for your edges to fall properly, even numbers, is it even numbers? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Yes, 24. In order for it to fall properly, you must, let's say, this one is twice 25 centimeters, and it's done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows. 7 rows, meaning that they're on the last row here, there's 7 double crochets. Now, you want to go bigger, let's say to 30, 35 centimeters, depending upon your thread. This is a 4-ply. But the thicker the thread, let's say Aunt Lydia number 3 will give you a beautiful big round doily for the table. So you would have to do odd numbers. So we have 7. You want to go bigger, you have to go to 9. You want to go bigger, you have to go to 11. You want to go bigger, you have to go to 13. Okay, so the bigness or the wideness will come from here. So you have to do odd numbers. This is 7. If you want to go smaller, you go 5. You want to go bigger, like I said, 9, 11, 13, 15, and so on. Okay, so this one is 25 centimeters. Like I said, this is a 4-ply. These are Portugal threads, Ladybug, Joaninha, 4-ply. You can see pretty clearly there, and then of course it would be the number of the color. Okay, so I'm going to use hook size 3. Okay, and I'll alternate between my hooks because I love working with this hook, but it's getting all really pretty much almost in retirement. And this is from my beautiful friend, moderator in my group, Barbara Foot. So thank you so much. She's the one who sent me the hooks that I so much love. Okay, so this is very fast, very economic. And by the way, so I've used a size 10 that I had of the sparkling gold. I have it somewhere. I know it's kind of hard to see on camera right now, but this is very, very shiny. I'm almost done with it. I will have to get more, but it's got the bling bling. And I put the bling bling ribbon on it, and it's kind of shiny now, but it's very blingish. And this is just to show you don't have to put it, but I think it gives it a nice sophistication, which I will be getting another ribbon because this one is like material behind it, but in the front it feels like plasticky, and I don't like that. So I'm going to get another one that's completely silk, and hopefully I can find the bling bling. If not, I'll just use the regular gold shiny satin ribbon that you can find at the Dollar Tree or Dollar Store. Very cheap, and they come in big rolls, so you can pretty much use it up. I'll show you here. You can see the bling on this now. It feels like plastic in the front, but the back is silky. It's crazy. I don't know. It's just weird like that. But anyway, I wanted to just put it on and show you. I didn't even glue it on or anything like that because then I'm going to be taking it out and putting another one that fits there properly. Because even to turn the curves, it's kind of hard because it's so stiff, you know. It's almost like paper stiff, you know. All right, so let's get started, everyone. So the first thing you want to do is that slip stitch knot. Try to move my stuff. Okay, chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You're going to come in the first one, and you're going to close it in with slip stitch. You're going to go up, chain 3. 1, 2, 3. That's for double crochet, and one more for turning. Inside of this magic circle, we're going to do 12 double crochets, separated space of 1 chain. So this is row 1. And this beginning here is no different than a lot of my doilies that I have created, and I just launched one yesterday. So very simple, very fast, and very economic, and makes perfect gifts, people. It doesn't matter if it's, you know, just Christmas. It could be their birthdays. It could be just friend day. It could be, you know, for anybody. Your mother, your aunts, your uncles, well, men like that too sometimes, you know. I find that the best crocheters are men to begin with, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I have many friend crocheters here in Portugal and Brazil, and they're top of the line, so imagine that. Okay, so 12 double crochets. So I'm going into row 2. I'm going up chain 3. Same space, we're starting to do the increase. So, and then 1 chain space again into the next double crochet with 2 double crochets. So we're increasing on our double crochets. Again, next space where we have the double crochet, 2 together. Chain 1 again, next space, 2 together. Very simple. Okay, so we pretty much, and I missed one here, didn't I? We pretty much finished doing row 2. It's good that we look at it time to time to see if there's any mistakes on there, right? Okay, so slip stitch on the 3rd chain. Again, 1, 2, 3. Now normally I do 2 2 chains for myself, but I want it to be as straight as possibly can, so it can look pretty even. So I'm doing 3 chains. Okay, so first one alone. On the second double crochet, 2 together, 1 chain space, and again. So we're going to continue to do the increases. Very simple, like that. 1 chain. This is a mint green. On camera it looks completely different. Of course, camera never does its justice, but it's a beautiful green. And with my little bling bling that I'm almost run out, this is, like I mentioned, it's like Aunt Lydia number 10. It's small, and I want it to be small so I can do the perfect finishing. This is all slip stitch, nothing to it. And even the edge here, it's all slip stitch. So very simple and makes it very elegant. Okay, so on that one, I have 7 rows. On this one, I'm going to go a little bit higher. Not sure yet if it's going to be 9 or 11. Probably 11, because this is going to be for a living room area, and it's got, and you know, the woman has greens and lilacs and purples, so and gold. Her furniture is black, but the edges are gold. So I'm gonna go with this, and I think until 11, and I'll see if I have enough. But if you want to create the 25 centimeters, it's only until row 7, and everything else stays the same. It's the same stitch no matter how big you go. Okay, everyone, so I decided to go to row 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Reminder that this one's a smaller one. It's only got 7. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if you're increasing, you have to go to odd rows. Okay, 13, 15, 17, so on. Okay, so chain 1, I'm going to close it in. These are for like night tables, so I have to have the right size for it. And we are going to 1, 2, and just check here. Oh, okay. 2, 3 for double crochet, 1 for turning. We're going to skip a space. We're going into the next one. 1 chain. No, 2 chains, sorry. 2 chains. Skip a space. Is it 1 chain, 2 chain? Oh my god, I can't even remember. Give me a second here. So it's 1 chain. Okay. So 1 chain. Skip a space into the next. 1 chain, skip a space into the next. We're going to do this row exactly this way. This is row 14. Okay, so I was looking at my pattern again. So it's 2 chain separation. Sorry about that. So here we do a 5 chain. 3 for double crochet, 2 for space. Double crochet, 1, 2, skip 1 into the next one. 1, 2, skip 1 into the next one. So we're going to repeat this all the way around. Skip 1 into the next one. Just double crochet, just squares, okay? I'll meet you at the end. Just a little reminder, when you get to that 1 chain, we're still doing 2 chain, okay? And going into the next one. Just before I would forget. Because I know you'd probably get there and go, well, what did she do here? Did she do 1 chain or 2 chain, right? So you do 2 chain, no matter what, all the way around. And it's going to fall perfectly, if you have odd numbers, it's going to fall perfectly into the first and the last double crochet. It's coming to the end. 2 chain. And on the 3rd space, close it in with slip stitch. How nice and flat and beautiful it is, right? Now imagine doing in other colors. Okay, we're going to come into the center here with a single. 2 chain. I'm going to do 2 more double crochets. We're going to create 2 groups of 3 double crochets. And I have 3, 2 chain, and 3 more double crochet on the same space, like that. Chain 1 into the next space, single, chain 1 into the next space, create your groups again. 2 groups of 3 double crochet. So very simple. Chain 2 and 3 double crochet again in the same space. Chain 1, skip this one into the next, single, 1 chain, and then again into the next one. Create your groups. This row will be like this all the way around. I almost choked myself here. Boy, I'm telling you, this sinus is pretty bad. It's still killing me. Can't almost breathe at all. Okay, so we're going to continue the same way all the way around. Row 16, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, you guys, I'm coming to the end. Now, make sure that when you get to the end, you do have that 1 space left. If you don't, then you need to check if you skipped maybe 2 and not only 1, okay? Because it can happen. It just happened to me and I had to take it all down. So just make sure that. So again, we do the single, 1 chain, and we're going to close it in. I call it the walk. I'm going to do the walk with a slip stitch into the center and do a single and 2 chain. I'm going to create, again, the same groups here. 3 double crochet. My hands are getting tired. 2 chain and 3 more double crochet. Let me see how many chains I did here. It was 1 chain. Okay. So we're going to continue the same way as we did on the previous row. 1 chain. We're coming in where the single is. 1 chain, and coming to do our groups again as we just finished doing. We have 1 more row left. My hands are getting slippery. My goodness. That's what happens when you get tired and your hands are stretched out for recording, right? And, you know, it's much easier when you're with your hands on your chest and crochet. So 3 double crochet, 2 chain. See if I get this together. And 3 more double crochet. Okay, so we're just pretty much creating the same thing. 1 chain, coming in where the single is, with a single, 1 chain, and continue again to create. This is row 16. Yep. And we have 1 more row left, and then to put the gold bling bling on it, that's optional if you want to or not, or whatever color you're doing. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Just want to mention for the people that have extremely tight chain, do chain 3 instead of 2, because the last row, which is the next row, we need to do 7 double crochets in here in the center, so do 3 chain instead of 2, okay? Okay, you guys, finished row 16, going to 17, last row. Now, another reminder, another little advice for you. If you want to make your edge longer, right, instead of only with these 2, you can do 4. You can just continue and repeat the same thing. So that means row 3, you would do exactly the same thing, the group, but you would do chain 2 or chain 3 going into the next one, not into, I mean, you could go, but it's not going to look pretty. So you can go into the next one, do chain 2 or chain 3, depending upon your stitch, and then continue again to do the groups, and then chain 2 again and into the next group. And on row 4, from these 2 groups, then you come back and you close in into your chain, okay? So simple, nothing to it. Okay, so last row on this one. Like I said, if you want to go longer, then go ahead. You can continue to create more of these motifs. Just that next, on the third one here, you do chain 2 or 3, not going into the single. Okay, so into the center again, chain 2. We're going to do 7 altogether with a single and 2 chain. 7 double crochet inside of here. That's why I said it was best if you have a tight stitch to do chain 3, because it will make it easier for you. My stitch is fine for my chain 2, so I don't have to worry about that. I'm so used to doing it. 2, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so chain 1 again. I'm coming in and I'm closing in again on the single with the single. Just have to check to make sure, because sometimes I can't remember what I do. Is just so much. Chain 1 again. I'm coming in again with 7 double crochets, and this is going to be like this all the way around, and then you can cut your thread. And then if you're proceeding with the gold like I did, or whatever color you're doing, and that is pretty easy to do because it's just single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, chain 1 and back into the single with a single. Chain 1 again and create the 7 double crochet. And if you just want to leave it like this, then go ahead, or you can just finish up again another row by doing single crochets all the way around if you're using different colors. I mean, there's different ways to finish up this pattern, right? It's up to you, your creativity, if you want to change anything on it. Okay, so very simple as that. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much finished it. Now, with this size of doily, I used 100 grams of the 4-ply 100% cotton thread. I'm going to come in with my bling bling gold here. This is like Aunt Lydia number 10, the same size, very, very thin. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in anywhere. You can start anywhere on here, okay? And I'm going to come in where I have, like, you know, the square here, okay? And I'm going to come in between where the double crochet stitch is. I'll show you in a second, because I know it's kind of hard to see now because I'm sideways, right? So slip stitch, if I can get my first one through. Okay, I'm going to do 1 chain, and this is not good because it's pulling on only 1 thread. I can't do that. It has to go through the whole thing. I'm going to leave a little bit of a thread here so I can tie it at the end, because this is like a silky thread. Okay, so let's start this again. So I'm coming in through here, and I'm coming out here, okay? If I can hold it together in my hands, right? So pull through and slip stitch through it. I'm going to do 1 chain, okay? I'm coming into the very next one. It's right beside. And I'm coming in between again. And slip stitch, 1 chain. Again, I'm coming in right through it. You can see the holes there. Not in between, not on here, okay? But on here, on the stitch itself, slip stitch, 1 chain. And don't tighten it too much, because then it's gonna pull too much on your pattern. If your stitch is too tight, then do 2 chain, okay? It's better to do 2 chain than to have a 2 over tightness. Okay, so again, kind of hard to work with it when my hands are stretched out, right? So again, I'm coming in and then out through the next one, slip stitch, 1 chain, You're going to do this all the way around. So come in again and out, slip stitch, and again, and through the next one, and again, and in through the next one. So very simple, right? Just a little bit tricky because you have to keep going back and forth sideways. So, and you're going to do that all the way, even on this one here, and you're going to go around and have it done that way. And this is what it looks like, okay? So, I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so I'm at the square here to make it easier so you don't go through such a rough time. Okay, so you come in into the last one here, and you're going to do 1, 2 chain, okay? Makes it easier on you, and then come back in the first one after that. 2 chain, 1 chain, and then you continue on the same way. 1 chain. Takes patience, but it does make a beautiful doily, okay? So let me just show you. And with that 2 chain, it makes all the difference on it. So nothing is pulling, and it's just perfect for it, okay? Okay, everyone, so pretty much finished. Now we're going to just pass the thread to the back, both threads, the one that you started and the one that you finished. And we're just going to tie it back here because it's going to secure everything together so nothing comes apart. Okay, so just make a few knots and you're good to go. Tuck in the loose ends in between the stitch somewhere on the gold, of course. Okay. Okay, we're achieving the end. Now this one here is very simple. It's just single crochet all the way around. So you'd come in. I'm grabbing back loops only. We want to give it that nice little effect. Try and pull my string here, my thread. Okay, so just singles on the back loop. Trying to hide my thread here. Coming in where you have that 1 chain, you're going to do the single also. And coming in where the single is, you want to do a single. And where you have that 1 chain on this side, single. And then back loops again. So very simple, nothing to it. And you got a beautiful doily. Makes beautiful gifts. I want to thank every single one of you for being part of this channel with me and this journey of mine. I'm humbly grateful to every one of you. Thank you so much. Please remember that if you have too much yarn thread, please be generous. Contact me through email, my Facebook, Instagram, so many ways to have some thread or yarn sent to the women in need desperately. And for some of you that can help out financially a little bit, doesn't take much. If everybody pitches in 50 cents, $1 here and there, it helps a lot of these women to keep their minds busy out of the everyday life routine of stress. Please help people. You know, they're in desperate need. If you go into some of the comments, you'll see them commenting how bad they really need it for the threads or yarns. So be kind, be generous, and help a helping hand. I cannot do it alone. You know, I need your help in it. So let's all help each other. This is what we're here for. The life is too short. We bring nothing with us when we die. Remember that, people. And there's nothing like doing something good to the next one in need. Let's be generous and helpful. God will bless you 10,000 times more than what you can possibly give to someone. Remember that, okay? So thank you so much, everybody. I will have the pictures in display. Until next time, please give a thumbs up on the video. And if you haven't subscribed, it's free. Be kind. Press that subscription button. It does help the channel. Thank you, everyone. God bless. Stay safe. And I send you lots of love, lots of hugs. Until next time, bye-bye. So I'm pretty much done. I had to come back because I think I forgot. For some of you, I'm probably not familiar with the ribbon. Well, very simple. This is too big. I'm not going to keep this one. I'm going to the store and get another one. But just going to show you how it's applied. So you basically would come under. And this is too big, so I had to fold it in half. So over and under, like that. Okay, so very simple, just like that. And it looks stunning. It's just too bad that this is too big for this pattern. But this is all it is, okay? I just had to come back and show you and let you know. Oh, and at the same time, let me just take the measurement here, if I can find my tape, and tell you how big this one is. So this is 38 centimeters, okay? 100 grams that I've used of the mint color. Okay, everyone. Bye-bye.